I'm sure you've been introduced to detonate to the top speed, or at the very least, one part of this pack. It is in the name. But it's got other cards. We've got Synchro Dragon, this Happy Samurai, this, which I haven't seen in Master Duel, but it did get a summoning animation. And then the last of the trio to replace that card that I haven't replaced. But looking at this, and knowing anything about me, what does this pack have to offer? Well, you have to look deeper inside. To someone who didn't quite make the cut. Estero. Jurassic-ted. Yeah, this pack, without any fanfare, brought in the new Jurassic cards. See the new ones here. The field spell. Which is a strange choice to have something like this. So I know it's a Jurassic card, but don't you think that having Jurassic Meteor anywhere in here would have been more useful than Guaiba? Yeah, it's got plenty of dinosaur cards in here. I did notice that fossil excavation was put in here, although it's just a more costly version of super soaring, and does less too. I also noticed that Jurassic Power was not in here. Jurassic, the root of the Jurassic name, and it wasn't put in here. Jurassic Power? Well, I put together a deck and used. Now, this is much after I had these duels. This is the last of my backlog before, let's see, Regeneration of the Stars was released. We got the volcano that has Titano on it. Yeah, Titano. Ooh, let's do this then. I need some way to summon, though. Because right now I don't have anything. Jurassic Power. The whole reason I'm doing this. Kinda? They gotta... Well, this can't negate anything because I don't have any material. How much attack are you gonna have? You're gonna have 18. I see. Let's activate the volcano. And then summon Protops. Look, either way, I'm going to be able to summon... Yeah, I'm going to be able to summon Xeno. So it's not that bad. Xeno. We got no problem summoning. That's 2 summons right. Does Ryzeal even use Nibiru? I mean, it could be a weird setup they have. Let's summon level 6. Let's not do that. Oh well. So I'll take out the Jurassic in my hand to summon Frost. Now let's start the fight. Frost over Star. Then direct with Meteorus. Just gonna ride that in defense. Plasma Hole. Yeah, keep attacking. And finally a direct attack. So I should read Plasma Hole to make sure I know what I'm doing. Target face-up card your opponent controls up to a number of XEs. Ryzeal monster you control and destroy them. Then you can attach a material, banish this, to summon an XEs on your opponent's turn. Okay, I almost ended my turn. No, I'm not done yet. Two you together into a Glacie. And end. Let's just see what happens. I mean, I should have destroyed their field spell before they could actually do anything with it. Yeah, that would be a good idea. It's just one card. What harm could it be? Okay. I was gonna go over the situation. I don't have a normal monster in there yet. I could summon Oviraptor. Oviraptor could add me Transcendosaurus Meteorus. Use that to get my Glacie into the graveyard so it can't be targeted or destroyed, along with any other dinosaurs from the grave. Pretty decent. I'm not sure what happened over there, though. Not a single Xyz monster. And now it's on the field. There's a monster negate that sends it back to the hand. So, what's it gonna be? It's Megalo. Okay. Negates. Soon to be negates. You, I think, are just left over from what they were doing. An extra deck monster becomes 0. And you're here to protect that. Okay. I got 2 Dark Holes. Let's just see how you react. There's one. Get negated. Oh, I glossed over this. This thing destroys. Highest defense. Okay. Here's another. Let's see how that goes. It's a bit of a dark hole. So they're gonna get their ritual monster. Does it cannot defend itself? Oh, that thing negates a summon. Doesn't. Alright, everyone's dead. But they probably have some kind of effect that goes off. Maybe when that guy is summoned. Their low's back. Do they have any traps they can use? They do. 1 light royal monster, graveyards, for someone voices a monster from your deck. Up to the number of light ritual monsters you control. Well, I really don't have anything else I can do. So let's just get started. Stego. Alright, what voiceless monster will this be? Can it be Skull Guardian? Doesn't that have to be ritual summon? Oh, okay, you are voiceless voice too. Banish this card. Graveyard a ritual summon a monster. Let's activate Megalo to summon that now. And now, Since I have 2 dinos, I can summon Docus too. Let's use Stego. Destroy a card on my field. Let's get Ash Blossomed, because that's a... That would have let me send any level dinosaur from the deck and get that many Juracs up to that level. That opens the way for Docus. Tribute that, get Xeno. Xeno. Effects. Destroying Jurac-Megalo. Summon Frost. You go off in the grave. So I can send to the grave Astero. I'm gonna summon the Astero, actually. That's a ritual deck. It misses some of its effects. Have anything banished? I can't beat both of these. Level this go rank 7. Do any of these just revive low? Or if I destroy low here, will it be gone for a decent amount of time? I'll attack low. Sounds like a good idea. I'll main 2. Main 2 Blazy. And then my turn. Now, at any points, I can summon Jurac Meteor and destroy everything. I'm not sure when I'm going to want to do that, though. Banishing your graveyard adds the hand. Just think about it. I should have already destroyed their stuff. I'm going to wait to see if low comes back. So this thing is targeted banish. What is this? Banish your graveyard. Add to your hand. If a ritual monster is almost summoned. On. Absolutely wait. Alright, load a hand. Actually, they can use that for an entire summon. So maybe I'll just summon it. God, the ritual thing is not going well right now. You cannot be struck with battle. Okay. I'm going to do this now. We're going to banish Megalo and Astero. summoning Jurassic Meteor. So upon its summon, destroys everything. But I shouldn't have banished my tuner. I suppose I do have Meteors anyway. But would special summon a monster. Okay. So then. It's time for some destruction. Maybe because low has to be there for it in the gate, this actually will work out. The meteor's coming. Entered atmosphere. We've killed everything. Meteorus is there after the smoke clears. And so will Glacie. So now that Xeno cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Is Necroz going to keep you alive here? Okay, I have 56 damage right here, combined with this X additional 16. So that'd be almost enough to win by itself. So not like I have anything. I would have to get another dinosaur to actually finish things off, though. End phase on that. Okay. The draw. Could use that earlier. We're going to use Xeno's effects. I remembered I had that. And that would be enough. Nope, not even going to let me have it. Well, we know how it would have ended. So, yeah, destruction effects. Board-wide destruction effects. Dark Hole had to start me off, and then Jurassic Meteor to end things. Alright, that's how we're playing it. Ground Xeno. Also, let's lead things off with something Kaido. Yep, someone went through. Let's add polymerization. And use polymerization. Alright, Horned Source. With its effect. Fail or did. So I do not get a field spell out of this. Fine. Not sure if I just destroy a super soaring or destroy a fossil dig. Or whatever I get from fossil dig. Fossil dig first. I'm trying to react to it. I don't get an additional normal summon. That just doesn't work. I can still activate it, but it won't do anything. Next up, Ground Xeno. Alright, if that works, then... Adding Meteorus. Have you destroyed Megalo? Which will go off. And so will Xeno. So Xeno summon itself. Sinistero. Of course. And I finally just go for attacks. 600 more attack from... I was gonna use it. That may bring me up to... let's go battle. Xeno, direct. Frost, direct. Main 2, that's probably... Oh no, that's not Stero, that's Xeno. Ground Xeno trying to activate. But I don't really want to fuse, I'm gonna I'm gonna synchro. Synchro into Glacie. Yes. Oh, that was 5. I thought it was already at 5. Because I summoned Kaido, fused into Hornsaurus, summoned... Oh, 4, yeah. But luckily, that means nothing to me. Unless they have a callback agreement. I just get Glacie back at any time I feel. Huh. Ryzeal. You're using Malice card sleeves for your Ryzeal. Try to send the graveyard, try to face a card on the field. And remember, I can destroy everything if I so feel. Should I wait until they set cross? Well, let's see. They got rid of the Bureau. Because they have a 3,000 attack monster they can summon anyway. Why was that negated? Anyway, they try to summon... Well, maybe I should do it right now. I'm not going to get a chance. Now, should I Super Soar now? Or... I'll... try my hand at Super Soaring right now. Choosing Glacie. Is it? Is it called by the grave? It's solemn. But I can't react to. Now, I have to do this now. Well, gonna get destroyed anyway. And I should have really done this earlier before they had a chance to summon this detonator. If I destroy everything? What? Wait, hold on. Did that... Oh, they attached it as material and immediately sent it. You only have 2... I think it's 3,000. That was rough. It was a solemn. And I get a Dark Ruler no more. I just set a card. So they just add, no. They put Aggregator as a material and just keep summoning it over and over. That drawn card might be something that can stop Super Sore. And there's not much reason to just wait. So I'm gonna go for Glacie again. You can destroy my Super Soaring if you so choose. I have a feeling this Glaciosaurus is going to be too much for you to take out. But now that I know everything, except for Dark Ruler in my hand, which is not going to be able to do anything on their turn. So all I got is Glacie, whose effect is an effect. Well, something that can get rid of Glacie is Zeus. But they'd have to attack into Glacie, which they can do with Detonator. Because it can protect itself. But then wouldn't have enough material. It's just all bets on Glacie. That they can't just get rid of it. Hey, not targeted, can't be destroyed. It's a pretty good deal. Who is it? It's Dugaris, who can double the attack of everyone. You doing that? You're going for cards. Oh, it's only one monster? That was all monsters. Well, that's 24 damage. Glacie can't be destroyed by battle at all. It doesn't even need its effect for that. What? Oh, that is multiple. It can. My life just got ruined. I think it sent all of my cards. None of the card in my hand was doing anything. And it doesn't target. Because of course it can't. It can't say target because it has hand. Oh, great to know that my protection effects don't protect me. Okay. No, you two weren't necessary. I thought I was being very nice letting you two be involved. Apparently not. Oh, I'm fine with not special summoning. You can count on me to not special summon this turn. There, are you at the end? There you go. There you go. There's not much I could have done anyway, so it's not like I'm at a huge loss for not special summoning. It was already my loss. How much did you need that max Seadra? Maybe this card was a poor choice. Never is. 7th Tachyon. What a disaster. Oh, is it going to be sharks? I was just being presumptuous. Those isn't particularly great either. I don't remember the effect of... Oops, don't do that. The effect of... Simon here. With ice. What is wrong with you? No, Raptor's a water monster. Will I lose from this? Do they have any more? Can they summon a Kragan? It's only when it's destroyed. Right, I can't summon Transcendosauruses. Well, I can summon one of them, but I don't have the stuff. A Crawling Dragon number 2. I think I want to summon Soul Eating Oviraptor first. Try to get my dinosaur. Is that a quick effect? It is. It's fine, they can destroy it. Yeah, the second Oviraptor. This deck's actually using all three. I'll take another 900. Then I'll get myself the Meteors to my hand. Does that have a chance to activate? It doesn't. Alright, time to die. Oh, well, of course you can't activate. There's a barrier statue over there. It's my turn to play the game. Yeah, you can summon. Whatever. It's time for Xeno to hit the field. I'm not sure what these do. Destroy one modern monster that I control. I probably use that to my advantage, actually. Because if I dare to summon I don't have any item. If I dare to summon Glacie, they can destroy it. Glacie or Astero, yeah. I'm gonna go with Astero. Destroyed, you can special summon other stuff carrying monsters from your graveyard up to the number of materials this card had. Attach it to one water monster. Oh, I've actually made a mistake. Okay. Should have gone with the Glacie. Are you banished? Oh, it's a material. I'll summon the Astero right now. I'm better off. Get a Jurassic impact. Destroy this thing. Which Kraken returns. Material. It's the main 2. It's the end phase. You can destroy my Astero if you so choose. I don't have anything. I don't want to summon Meteor yet. I have to wait. Gotta wait for the battle phase. So as long as they don't get anything too horrible. Though I can chain Astero to them trying to destroy Meteorus. What's going on here? They seize Armored Fortress. I'm gonna get ready. You didn't expect me to have that many dinosaurs in my hand, did you? I sent to the grave, whatever I so feel like. That's managed a Jurassic with itself. Who even wants to be in the graveyard? Also Protops. So I feel like I have enough normal monsters already. How many times is this thing gonna summon itself? Oh, it's too late. I was gonna let this go. Granted, summon is a part of the effect that it just did. Maybe? I can't really react to the summon. Who is it gonna be? Silent Monarch? Is this target? That's 2 materials, and target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls. Attach it as material. This card will destroy by card effect. Attach one material from this card instead. I'll always wait for you to use the effect, and then I can destroy you. Because you gotta detach both. Now, is he not gonna do it? Any other Xyz monsters or Xyz cards? What I'm not sure of is if whatever they summon would be able to not be destroyed by this. Are they not normal summoned? Apparently not. Lancer is going to have a lot of attack. Target an Xyz card in your graveyard at hand. If an equipped card becomes equipped to this monster, attach one monster your opponent controls as material. Is that an equip card? Okay. It's time to just let this go. Drac Impact is going to destroy everything. Xanonarch can protect itself. Meteorus comes back. This little surprise for you. Now, I did do that during the main phase. We know what that last card in our hand is, though. Let's not forget and be worried about nothing. Activate whatever monster effects in the main phase I want. Utopic Ray Lancer. You can negate the effects of all attacks with monsters. When this attacking card scores monster for battle. Still not worried. Your attack is still nothing compared to my Transcendosaurus. Still good. Does it do anything with the Xyz material? Natural material. Make a second attack. My dinosaur was too large. That was the answer. The first thing I'll mention is these are the most adorable dinosaurs you've ever seen. And that they definitely combine into a Stero. Because it has all their colors. And all of their flame patterns. But the deck. Here it is. It is going second. As is standard for the dinosaur decks that I make. There's a bit of a balance. It's Red Eyes going first. And the dinosaurs were going second. As is what they tend to be good at. Which I want to see if Jurac could follow that. Now, Jurac itself, when I first started with this game, the first thing I did was look into the dinosaur cards. Because I was very happy that it was a type. So I saw that all of these were united under one name. And there's quite a few monsters in here. Representing a eclectic range of dinosaurs. However, even at that point, I could tell that this deck really didn't have anything going for it. Yes, there's a bunch of neat fire dinosaurs. But what are they trying to do? Well, they all have battle effects. But this cannot be destroyed by battle when there's another Jurac around. This can attack all monsters. When a defense position Jurac is destroyed by battle, you can summon this. And so you got to go through your battle phase. This thing can summon Jurac monster from the deck. That's alright. Yeah, kind of bad talked you before, but then that's not a bad effect. Because they really didn't have a great way of getting to their end goal, which was summoning Jurac Meteor. And Meteor doesn't have anything to do with battle. In fact, it destroys cards by card effect. Which, if you are by some way able to get to this level 10 synchro, managing all these Jurac monsters, nothing happens when the field is destroyed. You just get a single tuner. No one procs off of cards being destroyed on the field. If a Jurac monster was destroyed by card effect, and you summoned yourself from the graveyard, because Jurac Meteor destroys itself, then you'd have Hera, a level 6, and you'd also have a tuner, any one of these level 1s. So you can then summon a Giganoto with a decent amount of attack at that point. But no, it's just a battle-oriented strategy. It just has a big destruction card. It's not doing much for the deck. It doesn't have a great way of getting there. It's just what I'm trying to say. Which is definitely remedied by the newest cards here, which are actually trying to summon the Jurac Meteor. Because you got a tuner that can just summon itself for having a dinosaur. It's also got a draw effect. And then destroyed, send a Jurac monster, deck or extra deck. Then it pairs up with Stego, which you can destroy one card, quite possibly a Megalo. Do the absolutely ridiculous effect of sending a dinosaur to the grave to summon Jurac monsters from the deck that equal that level. And then ignores summoning conditions, which is to accommodate one card. Yeah, these guys go well together. They can even do the synchro summon themselves into a Velfito, if you really just want to stop there. And then those go into the actual ways of summoning the Meteor. There's Jurac Volcano. Story Dinosaur, summon a Jurac from the deck. Which is why I thought using just one Stego was a good idea, because the field spell can get it. And then I'm using one in field spell because I thought Kaido, well, Hornsaurus would have been able to get it. But that was a lot of pressure to put on the little pterodactyl. So I really didn't get any use out of Jurac Volcano. I mean, I tried, but it got destroyed before it could go off, and then Stego got negated. So these two, I can get much use out of at all. But if I did, you can summon a Jurac monster. It also protects Jurac monsters from being destroyed. So if a very self-destructive Jurac Meteor summons itself, Volcano can make all your Juracs survive. And then if your monster... if your opponent has activated 4 card effects and special summons a monster, you get a Jurac Meteor synchro summon for free. Which, that's very nice, to just drop a Meteor on your opponent. Well, they're clearly doing well for themselves. And this can't be stopped by monster effects negates, which would stop a board clear such as Nibiru. So that would make this go off. However, it's got two issues, I'd say. First of all is that it's very obvious, because it says right on the card. It's a field spell. It has to be face up. They're going to see that they only have 4 effects. And that they have to special summon. It's not something you can hold until the end of the main phase. You have to do it on the special summon. And then the next thing, I just said that this can't be stopped by monster effect negates. Well, it's a spell card that goes into a monster effect. So there's going to be one thing that stops this. Either this gets spell negated or destroyed, or Jurassic Meteor gets negated by the monster effect that would have stopped a Nibiru. Because people are just ready for Nibiru. They're going to be, especially when they see this. Just saying that you're going to destroy everything they have. But it does divert their attention. They're going to have to do something about this. So I suppose the imposing threat could be just as useful as getting the destruction off to begin with. And of course, the new big synchro to get, Astero, who is going to set a Jurassic spell trap. Now, I said there was a lot of dinosaurs in this archetype, but when it comes to spell traps, this deck is extremely barren. Before the new set of cards, Jurassic Impact was the only card that was not a monster. Here's your trap. It's a little version of Jurassic Meteor. Just if you have a monster that's strong enough, destroy all cards on the field. It's not bad. Just there's no way to search it out or guarantee that you're going to have a monster that's strong. Because a lot of Jurassics, their effects have to do with 1700. So there's no guarantee you're going to get that 2500. Velfito, you'd have to put quite a few monsters into it. And it's only a level 5, so how many could you really put in to get it to 2500? And then Giganoto, whose attack varies a bit. I mean, if you synchro summon it, you're probably going to have 2 monsters in the grave by then. But Giganoto doesn't do anything when it's destroyed. So it's kind of, you're investing in something that you're just going to destroy with Jurassic Impact. But Astero fixes that up, because it is a 2500 attack monster. And it has a new target in Jurassic Volcano, so you can do some Jurassic stuff on your turn, instead of just setting a trap that's going to destroy all things. And if it gets destroyed, oh well, I should probably say more about what it does on the field. Because I never summoned this in any of the duels. I don't know, it was just always better to summon Glacy in the situations. Because when you summon a Meteorus in this kind of deck, you have a choice. A level 6 normal monster, or to level 4. Because this become Glacy or can become Astero at any time. But it was just always better to summon Glacy in the moment. It's just bigger. It's just bigger, and it has a recursion effect on it. You bring yourself back, it has protections. It's good. However, when Astero is out, opponents would special summon. So if they try to sink Xyz, banish 2 dinosaurs to negate that summon. Though this can be reacted to. It's not like one of those traps. It's a counter trap. So if they have something that can stop Astero, it can stop the summon negate. And then, let's say it was destroyed by the Jurac impacted set. It still has another trick, as I've shown several times. The only way I've been summoning Jurac Meteor. Banish 2 Jurac monsters to summon Jurac Meteor as a synchro summon. Destroys everything. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that is, in this group of cards, that is a second way to summon the Jurac Meteor. Which it doesn't even have to be... It's not even if this synchro summon card is in your graveyard. So as I showed, if you destroy Jurac Megalo, you can send Jurac Astero to just easily drop the Meteor on your opponent. And you can just do it at any time. There's no main phase restriction, which you think it'd have. You can just do it. Which is, okay, I'm going to say that it's probably not right for it not to have any kind of restriction on it. And I'm always going to be for monsters having to be summoned from the extra deck before they get their extra deck effects. Not a big fan of Ryzeal being able to send Aggregator to start negating cards. Or any amount of extra deck monsters you can send off of whatever that is, Nadir's Servant. Whichever one that sends it from the extra deck, and then you can Singarura, get a draw. But if that's the game we're playing, I suppose Astero can do it as well. I do have some unconventional choices of what I've put in here. Because I don't want to just use the new stuff. I want to see some nice Jurac going on. Not just go for the Jurac stuff that gets the Meteor. Because you don't need a lot to summon Jurac Meteor. Summon Oviraptor. Search Megalo, because it gets any dinosaur. This can summon itself. Megalo can then be destroyed by Oviraptor. You just gotta have a dinosaur in the grave. It sends Astero. And then the Astero is in the grave with Megalo. So it can do its banish effect to summon Jurac Meteor. Pretty just slot that into any dinosaur deck you feel just needs a bit of a hammer to come down on your opponent. I just wanted to do some additional stuff. Because I am using Jurassic Power. So level doesn't matter to me. And it's also why I'm using Jurac Protops. Because there are 2 Juracs with 1200 defense. The other one is Monoloth. And it's between these two. I was thinking that the extra attack buff would be more useful. And also being able to get a Jurac to my hand more reliably. Megalo has a draw effect. So if I have, let's say, a normal monster in my hand, I can trade it in for Protops, which then, at the cost of another card in my hand, this is a really costly draw, isn't it? Well, if I'm that desperate, I can do it. And it's also a Jurac card, so if I have multiple Jurac Volcanoes, which I don't, or a Jurac Impact I'm not going to be using, I'm going to send that too. Astero also sets from the graveyard, doesn't it? Yeah, deck or graveyard. So if you do trade in a Volcano, and then you end up summoning Astero, you know, set that back. You don't lose anything. Anyway, back to these bigger ones. Spinos. There really is not a Spinosaurus outside of Jurac, so I feel like I just wanted to use one. And it gives your opponents tokens. And I am using Survival's End. So I can get some benefit off of it destroying my opponent's monsters. There's Direct Titano, which can get pretty large with its effect. Just banish a Jurac monster, gets 1,000. Well, 1,700 or less attack, because we're still doing that. Cannot be targeted by traps or monsters. It's not bad. In comparison to what I would usually be doing, though, it's not searchable, because it's got way too much defense. So, my Mighty Dino King is much more reliable big dinosaur to have with Jurassic power, even if it's a bit stronger with its effect. Oh, also, speaking of unsearchable, darn, off by 100. And there's 3 dinosaurs in this picture. And you can't divide 13 evenly into 3s. So if that was 12, that would have 400 defense for each one, adding up to that 12. So really, I'm being held back for no reason. There's no... What is this defense? Just take 100 off of this, put it into the attack so that can be divided into 200s. And there you go, another way to search Megalo, but no. I just missed. Now I'd like to give this deck another go. Since I hadn't actually used Stego, I can get to resolve its effect. And you see what I'm using here, a level 12. Which I have done the math. I've done the addition. I got 7, 11, 12. So I can definitely send Meteorus for some serious Jurac monsters. But I'm only using 1. So I really missed out on using it. Now some more Volcano would be nice. And I'm already thinking of what I can do. Because I have another search target for Jurassic power, so I don't really need 2 of the smaller normals. Nor do I need Dark Ruler no more. That's really been letting me down. I'm probably just going to go full in on Dark Hole. I don't have a 3rd Dark Hole? Apparently not. But yeah, I want to give another chance to this. This guy didn't fully get the experience I wanted. On the last thing is that I have some bookmarks. First of all, I had watched a duel live of someone playing Jurac. So it's cool. They summoned 2 Jurac-Asteros on the first turn. Not sure why. It's a once per turn on all effects. Don't think you needed that. But while they were going through, they summoned Hornbrute Carnovorous, which gives a way for you to synchro summon during the main or battle phase. And then when something attacks, you can summon a dinosaur from your hand. No summoning conditions. Just anything, summon it. And then you can potentially sync with that into a dinosaur because you're locked. That's a really good, cool card right there. Maybe I should try it myself. The only problem is that it's a level 6 synchro. And one of the tuners is level 6. And the level 1 tuner, I don't have a level 5 to pair with it. Well, what the duelist in the Duel Live did is they synced into a Velfito, which then they made into a Carnivorous. So maybe that'd be worth doing. The extra deck is pretty packed. Suppose I don't need First of the Dragons. And I do have a double of Gigantozolar. I also have a double of Hornsaurus. Yeah, I think Hornsaurus can definitely just go down to 1 on this. And put that in. Just try it out. And also, I was looking through 1200 defense dinosaurs, checking if any Juracs fit the bill. And I found this. A Doodle Beast. There's 3 Doodle Beast cards in the entire game. And this one has the defense I want. And it does allow you to dodge a targeting effect. So if Oviraptor gets targeted with impermanence, you know, get this thing out of your hand, tribute that Oviraptor, still get the search off. And then it also destroys when it's normal summoned, which is what it is doing. And it just has to be a dinosaur monster on the field, and only requires 1 tribute if you're trading for a dinosaur. And I'm also just going to throw in that since it says tribute summon, it does Jurassic Power does not bypass that, because it's without tributing, and this thing needs tributing for that effect. And you can normal summon it regularly, but it's not with the effect.